Tiger defense, but looks like he's gonna pick up about maybe 9 yards on this carry.
Yeah, nice pickup for a 9-yard gain. Mendenhall's got a tough run game, like you said in pregame, and so it's going to be 2nd and inches, and that's going to be the end of the 6:01 graphic first quarter, with the Mendenhall Tigers leading 16-7.
Well, there is a bright spot from the first quarter. The Northeast Jones Tigers did. They scored on the first offensive possession of the game, so that is a bright spot. And I'm looking on the sideline. Coach Braddock is still, he's not happy with that officiating crew. I mean, he's still pretty livid right now. But just come to the point where, hey, you know what happened. It's over now. Just play ball.
Yeah. Give a shout out to the Tigers, though. Scored 7 quick in the first quarter.
It did. That was
a big bright spot of the game so far tonight. Going into the Laurel Home Center second quarter, we just completed all of our paperwork with them, and it was a breeze. Well, somewhat of a breeze with them. So we have us a beautiful home to start our marriage with, and it's great to have our home and be together.
That's good.
Not Kinsley and I, me and Michelle.
Well,
just to clarify that.
I'm pretty sure that. Well, I hope they know that.
Yeah, I mean, I just in case.
Thank you for the clarification.
For any new listeners coming on tonight,
Well, it's pretty funny there, John. A little humor for the broadcast.
Well, we got to have entertainment anyway.
Yeah, you're all right about that. We gotta find humor. This season. So good first laugh.
1st and 10 for the Mendenhall Tigers from the NEJ 25. Line up in pretty much the same formation.
Yeah, they're working the same formation the whole night. I mean, hey, it's not they've had success with it all night. Why change it? Quarterback takes a step, hands off to the running back, breaking a few tackles. But wow, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, look for about a second time tonight. So great play by the defense there to, get a stop there.
Maybe they're smelling that good old Raising Cane's chicken and sweet tea up here.
Hey, if that's what works, hey, if that would have worked the whole season, hey, we would have brought them their own chicken.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 from the NEJ 25. 11:30 left in the first half. Second quarter brought to you by Laurel Home Center. Tigers trail 7-16.
Tigers get set. 2 receivers, 2 running backs, one on each side of the quarterback. Quarterback takes the snap, drops back, looks deep, has a man wide open. He just couldn't reel it in. Well, wow, he would have caught that ball. That would have been automatic 6 right there.
Yeah, there was a Tiger defender bringing in the heat, and really gives the quarterback for Mendenhall a love tap there, I guess you could say, around about the 35-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 10 from the NEJ 25.
Yeah, that was great pressure by Colton Edmonds on that play to bring the pressure. I mean, after he let that ball go, that quarterback took a good shot. Great job by Edmonds on that play. Gonna line up same formation. We had quarterback drops back, looking to pass, finds a man deep left, but a little extra fire on that ball, and the quarterback and the receiver just couldn't reel it in.
Well, they're not a kicking team, so I doubt they're going to try to make a field goal from this range. So my guess is they're going to go for it here, Kinsley.
You're exactly right, and it's so strange. This is the first time they've had to go for it from this far away from the end zone. So we'll see what they choose to do. So you're right. They're gonna keep the same formation. Quarterback waits the snap, checking out the defense. There's gonna be a flag on the play. It's gonna be a false start. Little Mendenhall Tigers. So
hey, back them up another 5 yards. The refs are trying to play catch up. Brings it back to the 30. So 4th and 15 from the 30-yard line.
Wow, so let's see what they choose to do from this point. I'm pretty sure we know it's going to be a pass, so those safeties should, be looking to expect something coming their way. Quarterback waits the snap. It's going to be Colton Edmonds bringing the pressure, bringing the blitz. Almost had a step, but just couldn't bring him down. Quarterbacks reverse the field 15 to 20 yards back. We're going to pick up the yard. Quarterback looks to throw. Oh, and it's going to be an interception by Taquan Jasper. Wow, that's a great defensive play by the Northeast Jones Tigers.
Jasper, the Tiger defense chases the quarterback all the way back to the 50. He's scrambling upfield, is throwing in motion. Jasper picks it off and gains a few yards, and the Tigers are going to have it 1st and 10 from about their own 30-yard line, Kinsley.
Right, wow, that was a great defensive play by Taquan Jasper. I mean, he just really sniffed out that play. That was a great job by Jasper to show that type of awareness to pick that ball off. The Tigers are going to come out with trips left. Morris lined up to the left of Mason Smith. Mason's going to hand it off to Morris. Morris is going to take 2 shots before he gets knocked down after about a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, Morris has always been a tough runner this season for the Tigers. And in case this is your first listen to the game, he picks up about 3, brings up 2nd and 7 with 10:32 left in the first half. This second quarter brought to you by Laurel Home Center. And Kinsley, the Tigers don't need to rush it. They just need to take their time, take time off the clock, and, drive the football.
That's it. Just be a little bit conservative right now. They're going to keep the same formation. They're going to throw it out to the flat, finds the receiver, has the man wide open. He's going to pick up a first down and more, but there was a late hit out of bounds. But, of course, there's no flag on the play.
Yeah, again, these referees are terrible. Another bad call. The receiver was out of bounds and got a shove from the Mendenhall defensive back, which apparently any ballpark in the country, that would have been, a personal foul, which we didn't see one just then.
Northeast Jones Tigers line back up, 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Mason Smith's going to fake the handoff to Morris, keeping himself up the middle, and it's a foot race. He's going to be taken down right after he breaks through the 3rd level and gets knocked down at the 30-yard line, now in Mendenhall Tiger territory.
Yeah, Mason just takes the ball. He sees an opening in that front and takes it and runs with it and gains about, I'd say, 15, 20 yards on the play, Kinsley, all the way down to the Mendenhall 30-yard line.
Right, and Mason Smith did a good job of selling the fake to Jazayla Morris because that defense was zeroing in on him, and it clearly just cleared out the middle for Mason Smith to break a good run. They're going to come out 2 receivers, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Morris to the left of Smith. And Morris is going to take the step this time. Brady cut it up the middle. He's going to be taken down at about the 15-yard line.
Again, Morris. The Tigers have got a couple good running backs. This time it's Morris taking the ball and gets it. They've got Mendenhall confused right now as to who's going to be carrying the football. And so this time it's Morris, and he takes it right up the middle and gets a good amount of yards. 1st and 10 now from about the Tiger 14-yard line, Kinsley. So the NEJ Tigers are moving right along.
They are. So they're going to come out this time 3 receivers. 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Mason Smith sends a man in motion. Going to hand the ball off to the receiver. Receiver's going to send a stiff arm. They're going to break a few tackles, but still going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage for about maybe 5 yards for a loss.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to set up another trick play, and it didn't quite work. And they fished it. Mendenhall fished it out, which knocks the Tigers. Makes it another 5-yard loss, but it makes it 2nd and 15 from the Tiger 20-yard line.
They're going to have send Tony Barnes into the game to replace Morris. So the Tigers are going to go trips left. Tony Barnes lined up to the left to Mason Smith. Smith drops back, rolls out of the pocket. He's going to look over the middle, tries to hit Jay Jones, but Jay Jones is going to fall down before he could catch the pass.
A nice play, if Jones had not fell, I think he might could have got it. But it brings up 3rd and 15 from the 20.
And had that play worked, I mean, that would have been a beautifully designed play. I mean, where Jay Jones.
It was a nice play.
Still, we kind of would have been short of a first down, but he had room in front of the game of getting a few more yards.
Trips to the left, a lot of things you can do out of that formation.
Exactly. They're going to go 3 receivers, 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top, running back. So they have both Tony Barnes and Jazayla Morris in the game. Mason Smith is going to hand off to Tony Barnes. Tony Barnes is going to be dropped in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss.
So that's going to be a loss of 1, so 4th and 16. So from this point, it's about a 35, 30, 32-yard field goal, 37. I don't know my math, but about a 37-yard field goal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lengthy one.
Jason Garcia on the kick.
So let's see what Garcia attempts the long field goal. Jay Jones holding. Ball is up, down. Kick is up, and it's pretty deep. And refs are going to say it's no good.
So wide left is the call. And that was a long way. I would have probably just tried to sling it in the air. But, hey, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would have been just rather aggressive and just went for it.
Mendenhall will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So either way, that's neither here nor there. It's going to be 1st and 10, 20 from the 20-yard line.
South Jones 0.
So the Mendenhall Tigers are going to come out. Looks like they're going to keep the same formation. 2 receivers and a wingman. Running back on each side of the quarterback. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to hand off to his running back, who takes the up left side of the field. Runs over a man. Stiff arms another. Gets pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
So, again, they're running it, same formation, not really doing anything different. Just, the quarterback's doing a good job of getting the reads in there and finding the open spots in the NEJ defense.
So the Mendenhall Tigers get the next play in, line up. Same formation. Running back in motion. Quarterback gets the snap, heads off to his running back, who has a hole. Texas is going to be met by Antonio Hayes, who's going to bring down the run.
Hayes has been on fire on defense tonight. He's been everywhere, causing havoc, and so shout out to him so far tonight.
Yeah, great job by Antonio Hayes. I mean, he's played with a great deal of fierceness tonight for this Northeast Jones Tiger defense. So the Mendenhall Tigers line back up, same formation. Quarterback gets the snap. He's going to sling it out to the flat to the right. Eluded defender. Going to be roughed out of bounds about the 49-yard line.
Pass complete to.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was a curl route, and the Tiger Mendenhall gets it down to the NEJ 49-yard line. So about a pickup of 15 yards on the play.
Same formation. Quarterback snap, hands off to the running back. He's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage by a host of Northeast Jones Tigers.
McLaurin on the carry. Tackled by Jackson Flint. Loss of
that was Jackson Flint on the tackle for the Northeast Jones Tigers.
Hey, how about that? Shout out to Jackson Flint. Lindsey Freeman, she graduated a year below us, and so that's,
right,
a long time ago.
So Mendenhall Tigers, same formation. Quarterback with the snap, fakes the handoff, fakes the pitch. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, including a few defenders. But he's going to be met by Cody Hyatt, who brings him down.
Jackson Flint on the tackle.
And also Jackson Flint again on the tackle for the Tigers.
Actually, that was Cody Hyatt.
Cody Hyatt, okay.
Be third down and 2.
So, Tigers have come out, same formations they've been doing all night. I really like this quarterback from Mendenhall, kids. I think he's very athletic.